Hey future York students!
I'm Sidel.
And I'm Neetha.
And welcome to the Faculty of Liberal Arts and Professional Studies Program Chat Series.
We want you to know that here in LA&PS, you will study what you love and learn what you need.
In this chat, you'll be hearing from future professors as well as current students about the program.
What it has to offer you, like internship opportunities.
And what your first year in the program may look like.
Alright, should we get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Enjoy, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Liberal Arts and Professional Studies Program Chat. Today, we are going to be talking about one of our most interesting and unique programs here in the faculty, the Public Administration program. Before we get started, I would like to take a moment to recognize the land that York University is on. This meeting is virtual, and because of that, we are not all actually gathered in the same space. York's land acknowledgement might not represent the territory that you are currently on, and I would ask that if that is the case, that you each take the responsibility to acknowledge the traditional territory you are on and its current treaty holders. As a member of the York University community, I recognize that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships with the territories upon which York University campuses are located that precede the establishment of York University. York University acknowledges its presence on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations. The area known as Takaranto has been taken care of by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and the Métis. It is now home to many Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement to peaceably share and care for the Great Lakes region. Now I'd like to invite a very special guest to speak to us a little more about public administration, Professor Kimakova. Good afternoon, Professor Kimakova.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alna Kimako. I'm the director of the School of Public Policy and Administration, and I'm here to tell you all that I know about the Bachelor of Public Administration program. I have served as undergraduate program director for this program in the past, so I have quite a bit to tell you about it, and I'm going to share my slides now. A key feature of our Bachelor of Public Administration program is that it is interdisciplinary. What does that mean? Well, it means that you will be taking courses spanning a number of disciplines, including law, policy, management, economics, human resource management, and more. What that means is that the program prepares you for all the different challenges that governments have to deal with. In this presentation, I will talk about the reasons why you would want to choose public administration as your degree program. We'll talk about the multitude of career options that the degree presents, the unique features that the program has, both within York University and compared to other programs in public administration or public policy. I would like to bring your attention to our student and alumni testimonials. Our students and alumni share their experiences with our programs in their own words, so they are absolutely authentic. We will also talk about options for specialization and options for co-op, internship, and practicum opportunities in the program and other forms of hands-on learning. We'll talk about what the courses look like, what to expect in the first year and throughout the program, and what else we offer. We offer a great deal of engagement with our alumni and with the sector in general. So the program offers the whole package. It's not just going to courses and doing assignments. We make sure our students are well prepared for the labor market even before they graduate. We also have here several students from our very friendly student association, and you will hear from them later on. And of course, you will be able to ask any questions you might have later on by emailing me. And I should add that this lovely lady here on this slide is one of our own former BPA students, Melissa Calanza, who graduated from the program in 2016. She currently works in the Ontario Public Service, and it was her idea for us to start the student profile so that prospective students like you could learn well in advance what to expect in our program. So why study public policy and administration? First of all, it offers the opportunity to tackle the very serious problems that the world and your local communities are facing right now. If you turn on the news at any point in time, you will hear the multitude of challenges, how complex these problems are, and they require interdisciplinary solutions. And that's why our program is designed that way, to make sure that our students have the knowledge and the skill to tackle all these issues. At the same time, this means that public administration is never boring. The challenges keep changing. There is great deal of need and room for innovation and also for leadership. So our students are able to tackle these things from the very beginning in the program and at the early stages of their careers. I should also mention that a degree in public administration definitely does not limit your career options to the public sector or the nonprofit sector. The private sector, and increasingly so, also offers relevant career opportunities. And I will talk about this later in more detail. Professional programs, such as the Bachelor of Public Administration, also make it easier to find employment because the programs and their content are geared towards a specific labor market applications. So in case you and your families are wondering how a degree in public administration or a career in public administration would compare other options, here are some numbers to compare. I have here average salaries from February 2020, for example. In the public sector, as you can see, it's very competitive, even with careers and sectors that are considered traditionally to be quite rewarding, both financially and otherwise. As you can see from the data from 2019, public administration director also ranks high compared to other sought after careers, such as lawyer, ranked number 74, which comes as a surprise often to those who attend our info sessions, or human resources manager number 24, or healthcare manager number 25. I should add that I also attempted to find the updated numbers for 2020, but for some reason I was not able to locate them. Not sure if the pandemic has led to some delay in that regard or the numbers were discontinued, but I have also managed to find more recent data on median hourly wages in the Greater Toronto area from December 2020. And again, you can see that public sector is holding strong and steady. How the pandemic has changed the landscape? Well, the pandemic is not only a public health crisis, but it is also an economic crisis. It is also, it has brought to light other issues in terms of equity and human rights. And all this means that there is greater interest in public policy and administration than ever. The reason is that government affects everyone and all sectors of the economy. That includes private businesses. And we have seen an increase in career opportunities for our graduates also in the private sector, either in government relations or in stakeholder relations, for example, because businesses are increasingly held accountable by the public for the way they conduct their business and how they affect the environment or their local communities. And we find that our graduates are well equipped to take on those jobs, also compared to, for example, graduates from business schools, because our students have the knowledge, skills, and sensitivities to tackle those issues. I should also add that even if public administration from time to time faces budget constraints, another trend to note is that the public sector workforce is aging. That means that even if there would be no new hires due to budget constraints, just to keep the workforce steady, there will be still hiring in different levels of government. The public sector work is also highly structured, so you learn a great deal on the job. And we find that our graduates are able to move on to private sector jobs, and the private sector pays a premium for the skills and knowledge learned in the public sector. This is a question that comes up often from potential applicants. Why study public administration as opposed to something more specialized? So in light of the pandemic, students have been wondering, perhaps they should study health policy instead of public administration, or perhaps they should study social work or something rights and equity related. Well, my answer usually is that you can do all of those things with our public administration degree, but if you specialize, you will be more restricted in your choices. So for example, when we do career panels and students from social work come and attend, they say, well, I want to work for the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services. That's one ministry only, and that can be quite restrictive. Instead, our graduates are able to work in all these ministries and work and move seamlessly between the different areas of work. So much so that our own alumni profiles are often outdated because our graduates are able to move from one job to the next. Next, I would like to show you some examples of what our graduates are doing soon after graduation. Here we have Khadija Elsibai. She graduated from the BPA program a year ago in 2020. She is working as a bankruptcy analyst for the federal government. And she describes her work as interdisciplinary because it is at the intersection of law, accounting, and finance, social justice, and stakeholder management. This highlights again that the direct linkage between the curriculum and the applications in the public sector and in terms of the diversity of careers. Khadija is also in our Masters of Public Policy Administration and Law program, currently as a second-year student. She was able to do this despite the fact that our master's program is geared towards mid-career professionals, because she did so well in the BPA program. And in fact, she transitioned into her current job even before graduating from the BPA. So she is able to take courses and engage in discussion with more senior and seasoned public servants. And we decided to enable her this experience and fast track her career by admitting her to our master's program. Here is another example. Gurkamaldahan also graduated from our BPA program a year ago in 2020. He had multiple job offers, but he decided to take the offer from the Ontario Legislature Internship Program, which is a prestigious internship program, a non-partisan program under which the interns work with members of provincial parliament. One half of the internship is with a member from the governing party, and the other half of the internship is from the opposition party. And in this role, the interns are able to see how policy is actually developed, have a look at it from the varying perspectives. And Gurkamal was also able to leverage this experience because currently he's working as policy coordinator for the town of Aurora, a similar role, but in a very different setting. And he had multiple offers from the municipal sector, but he decided to choose this one. As you can see, in terms of what policy work actually entails, it means having strong research skills, doing a great deal of preparation, speech writing, communication is important, and all this supports the work of decision makers and their public-facing responsibilities. Sophia, here to see. She graduated from our Bachelor of Public Administration program in 2019. We fast-tracked her as well into our Masters of Public Policy Administration and Law, which she completed in 1 year. And then she ended up as business planner with the Toronto Community Housing Corporation, and she is now working directly on the organization's anti-Black racism strategy. So once again, a very interesting position with very important implications. And she is now able to do this, even being relatively junior in the field. I should add that Sophia has had multiple co-ops while she was in the Bachelor of Public Administration program with us. And that's why she was able to accomplish all this in such a short period of time. Another example here is Ajay Nandalal. He graduated from the BPA several years ago in 2014, also completed our master's program. And he's an example of someone who is utilizing his degrees in the private sector. He was early on selected to be part of the Management Associate Leadership Program with TD Bank. He is currently manager of enterprise risk governance. As you can see, he progressed to manager in a very short period of time. Actually, this slide is the same as I had last year. So the timeline is even shorter. And the alumni profile that I would like you to review on our website outlines what the associate program at TD Bank involved, a rotation of 4 internships. And it highlights how applicable a public policy and administration degree can be to the private sector. Here are some examples: coordination of international banking initiatives, working on consumer privacy, consent, and data sharing, all very important issues to the public today. He also worked on with companies in the run-up to cannabis legalization in Canada and the associated risk, also cross-border risks with respect to the United States. And very interestingly, he has also worked on international anti-money laundering initiatives. So in a nutshell, AJ is able to leverage his passion for public policy, even in a private sector role and in the sector such as banking. This next quote from AJ and his alumni profile, I think, sums it up very well in terms of what the BPA has to offer. In a nutshell, it says that a degree can prepare you for almost any job that you can imagine, because policies and laws will affect all sectors of the economy, and there will be a need for thinkers, change makers, and leaders, and our programs prepare you for all of those important aspects of a career. Here next, we have an example of our BPA student in spring 2020, Pranata Chowdhury. She was on a practicum placement with the City of Toronto. As you can see, this photo is from pre-COVID times. And so here Pranata is finishing up her practicum with co-workers in the City of Toronto. But if you go on our website, you will see that also we have placements with many Ontario ministries and municipalities. These experiences are very unique to our program, and that they are definitely shown to fast-track students' careers. And you will be able also to hear from our students in a short while about what kind of placements they have. I would also like to add that compared to many other programs in public administration, we source the placements for students ourselves. In some cases, students are expected to find these placements themselves, but that's not the case with us. We make sure our students have these opportunities and that they fit well within their interests. So here we have our student testimonials that I would like to draw your attention to, and I hope you will explore them on our website. Couple of examples here. So we have Nasser Akbar. He graduated from the BPA program this year, and he landed a job with the federal government in procurement, which, as you know, in light of the pandemic, is also very important. He had multiple job offers upon graduation, also from the Ontario Public Service. because his practicum supervisor decided to offer him a job when he was asked to provide a reference for him. We also have several other students who ended up in the federal public service because the federal government was hiring quite a bit as a result of the pandemic. And they came to us at York University to recruit students through an active recruitment campaign. The other picture here captures Rianne. Rianne, she is in her final year in the BPA program. She is currently on a practicum, which matches her interests because Rianne is combining her Bachelor of Public Administration degree with a minor in marketing. And as a result, she's working for an agency that is associated with the Ontario Ministry of Tourism and Marketing. So as you can see, we make sure that our students are able to do work that is at the intersection of different disciplines and interests and fits well with their career goals. The other picture here is Kashish. She is in her second year in the BPA program. She started the program last year while we were in remote mode during the pandemic, but she has embraced everything that the program had to offer despite these challenges. So you can also read her testimonial in terms of what the first year looked like during remote studies at York. And now I would like to invite the students who are here with us today to be able to share their experiences with our program and tell you more in their own words. So I'm going to stop the screen share now. Now I would like to call on Robert Giovanni. He is the president of our Public Policy and Administration Student Association, and he has a great deal of experience with paid co-op opportunities that our program has to offer. So over to you, Robert.
Thank you, Professor Kimakova. Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Digibani, and I'm a fourth-year student at York University. Being a part of the Bachelor of Public Administration program, BPA, gives students the theoretical skills and knowledge needed to be fully prepared to transition to the workforce upon graduation. Through being a part of the BPA, I was able to take PPAS 2195, which is aimed at helping students develop their resume writing and interviewing skills. In addition to this, I attended several events hosted by the School of Public Policy Administration and the Public Policy and Administration Student Association, which I'm now president of, that helped me gain knowledge of networking, skills development, and career building opportunities that were available to me. Through this, I've been able to participate in a variety of different internships in different parts of government during my time as an undergraduate student in the program. Most recently, I was able to successfully land a co-op with the Ontario Ministry of Education as a junior policy analyst, and I'm currently in my second term. Students in the BPA are able to do up to 4 semesters of co-op internship terms, where they can apply what they've learned in the classroom in a real world setting. This means that students who complete all 4 terms will graduate with over a year of professional work experience. My co-op, in addition to the long list of opportunities that have been afforded to me being a part of the BPA, has undoubtedly prepared me and made me feel confident as I continue on to my next steps post-graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. And Patricia, I would like to call on you next, since you are doing a practicum right now in the Ontario Public Service. If you could tell us more about it and anything else you would like to share about the program. Thank you.
Yes, for sure. Thank you, Professor. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Patricia Bagala, and I'm a 4th-year student in the BPA program. I joined the program due to my eagerness to learn and contribute in making a difference in the public service sector. And learning about the BPA program and everything that it has to offer was a great opportunity. Once enrolled into the program, I attended the orientation day with Professor Kimakova. She covered many topics, including the PPSA, which is our student association here at York University, and the practicum course. It piqued my interest and I decided to get involved. I started as a junior ambassador and now working alongside amazing public servants in the making as a secretary. Since I joined the association, I've been able to expand my network, gain leadership skills, enhance my professional and personal skills. And also I've been able to empower and inspire younger people who are willing to make an impact in their communities. We have achieved this through multiple networking events and activity we have organized as a team since the beginning of the year. These include starting with success, professional development workshop, OPS, breakfast, and many more events. In addition, I'm currently doing my placement with the Ministry of Education in the field service branch, which is also a great opportunity to not only sharpen my knowledge, but also to put into practice what I have learned in different courses such as professional skills and communication. I must say that the professors, alumni, and staff are doing an outstanding job in preparing responsible citizens for the future. Since I joined, I have been able to learn a great deal about my responsibilities as a citizen, future public servant, and the public service sector as a whole. Many courses such as the Applied Public Policy Analysis and the Human Resource Management, to name a few, have helped me in many ways. To provide effective learning and understanding of the material, there are countless accessible and practical resources at your disposal, which makes the learning process much easier and enjoyable. Therefore, I must say that the BPA is a great program that opens doors to new opportunities and meaningful relationships. Thank you very much, Professor Kimakova.
Thank you, Patricia. And last but not least, Rochelle.
Thank you, Professor. Hello, everyone. My name is Rochelle, and I'm a fourth-year student at York University. I'm majoring in the Bachelor of Public Administration program, also known as the BPA. During this final year, I had the opportunity to join the practicum program that's being offered, where students will be placed within a government institution. This is a great opportunity to enhance your skills, experience, and resume. I'm currently working with the Ministry of Government and Consumer Services at the Central Production and Verification Services branch, where I am currently conducting data collection and statistical analysis related to transactional volumes and jurisdictional scans. During this past summer, I also had the opportunity to work as a policy and programs assistant within the Assistant Deputy Minister's Office at the Ministry of Economic Development, Job Creation, and Trade. I have to thank the courses provided and this overall program for helping me attain these job positions. Courses such as PPAS 2195, Professional Skills and Communications, enhances your communication abilities, refines your resume, and a whole host of other key elements that will truly benefit from when applying and being placed in various jobs. I'm also the Director of Outreach at the Public Policy and Administration Student Association, where we host multiple events throughout the academic year. These events, such as our professional development workshop, offer students with tips and tricks when being interviewed so they can be better prepared when applying for co-op and internship positions. I feel like I'm a lot more prepared as I'm aiming to graduate, and attending various network events and courses offered by the program really enhanced my experience and skill set. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rochelle. That's great. I'm going to screen share again. As you can see from our program summary, our program is quite unique, both at York University and also compared to other programs in public policy and administration. The curriculum is very strong, and you could hear from our students that they will have work experience well before they actually graduate from the program. This typically ensures a seamless transition into the labor market. And in my experience, our students are competitive with other students from other programs, even at the master's level. This is great news for our students, but how do we accomplish that? Well, the strength of the curriculum is one aspect, because the students get exposure to multiple disciplines. As I mentioned earlier, we also have relatively small class sizes compared to other universities, but also compared to other programs at York University. So what can you expect? Well, in your first year, You will have class sizes up to 100 students. The courses in business and economics that you will be taking, those will be larger. But the courses in public policy and administration studies, starting from second year, will revert to 50 students maximum. And in your fourth year, you will have 25 students max in a course. This means that there will be a great deal of personalized attention to your learning needs. And also there will be also opportunities for growth within the program. Our students have talked about the paid internships, co-ops, and practicums that they have access to and how they contribute to their learning outcomes. We also have courses with other experiential education projects. That means students work in groups and have deliverables to a partner organization in the broader public sector, typically one of Ontario ministries or a municipality or a nonprofit organization. Our students also have access to a great diversity of faculty members. For example, I'm an economist, but we have lawyers, we have sociologists, we have business professionals in our programs teaching. We also have teaching practitioners. That means career public servants with decades of experience. They teach courses for us, and students can learn directly in the classroom what the practice of public administration looks like. We pay a great deal of attention to soft skills, which are in great demand in the labor market these days, and they are part of the competitive strengths of our graduates. Our courses also have an emphasis on good governance, ethics, and social justice, which is of great interest to our students. And we have very strong support networks by other students, by faculty and alumni. So much so that, in fact, the university had to create a special award just for our alumni. I'm pleased to report that this year, our York University School of Public Policy and Administration Alumni Network, also known as USPAN, is the inaugural winner of the Alumni Network of the Year award announced by York University. What our alumni do for our students, well, they offer mentoring, career advice, interaction at professional development workshops, and additional training there. Our programs are also well recognized as a brand. So the York University Bachelor of Public Administration and Masters of Public Policy and Administration programs carry good recognition, and our alumni and other professionals in the sector actively seek out students from our programs. In practice, that means that oftentimes they will send me job opportunities directly, requesting recommendations for students. So it's a great way to fast track your career. So what does the curriculum look like? This is what we call the core curriculum. In the first 2 years of the study in the Bachelor of Public Administration, all students take the same courses, which include basic introduction to public administration, Canadian government, the very popular professional skills and communication course, but also some business courses, an accounting course of your choice, depending on the level of complexity that you wish to pursue. We also have basic requirement to take macro and microeconomics as well as statistics, because analysis in the public sector also requires the knowledge and tools from those disciplines to be able to make meaningful decisions. Our program is an honors-only program, so that means we do not have a 90 credit option. But the reason for that is that careers in the public sector require a great deal of skill. And it is those courses in the fourth year, especially, that prepare you so well and competitively for the transition to the labor market. If you pursue a simple honors, you can combine your degree with a minor in another disciplines, for example. If you pursue specialized honors, then you continue with more courses within your major. And changing the specialization is at no cost to you because the core is the same for the first 2 years. So you have plenty of time to decide what actually you want to specialize in. The program requires a 4U math course for entry, but don't panic. If you don't have a 4U math course from high school, you can complete one for just $40 online through the Independent Learning Center. The link to it is on our website. We recommend that you choose advanced functions or data management. We also ask the registrar's office to offer 1-year conditional admission to those who do not have the 4U math course. That means that you would have 1 year after admission to complete the 4U math course. And if you do not get this offer from the registrar's office, please do get in touch with us and let us know so that we can follow up. The options for specialization in the program are law, justice, and public policy, or policy analysis or management. All 3 streams offer viable career options. So that's why we recommend that you choose the one you like, because you will do better in it. Now, what do the streams look like in practice? Well, these are some of the interesting courses under each stream or specialization. So for example, if you decide to pursue the law, justice, and public policy stream, you would be taking a course in community policing, very important in light of the discussions surrounding anti-Black racism, for example. Sociology of law is another very popular course, politics law in the course, but you will be also taking courses outside the school, for example, in criminology, which further underscores the interdisciplinary character and strength of the program. If you choose the management stream, then you would be taking more business courses. So for example, organizational behavior, human resources management, project management is also very important in the public sector. And you would be, of course, also taking our own program evaluation courses 1 and 2, in which students work on an actual program evaluation for a partner organization. Or you can decide to specialize in policy analysis. In that case, you would be taking more courses specialized in different policy areas, for example, social policy, refugee policy, and our own applied policy analysis course, again, includes projects with partner organizations. Overall, that means that by the time you graduate, you have a strong resume. We also have a new fast track opportunity for those students who have strong resumes by the time they graduate from the BPA. That means they have had a couple of co-ops and internships and the practicum. For those students, we have the option to fast track to our Master of Public Policy Administration and Law and complete it in 1 year. So altogether 4 + 1 years. And in this picture on the far right, we have Alice Offenheim, who was one of those first cohort of BPA students fast tracking into MPEL. And she is now working in the Ontario public sector for the Ministry of Solicitor General. You can read her profile on our website. More opportunities. What else do we offer in the program? Well, as also some of the students have mentioned, we host a great deal of events with speakers, leaders from the public sector. We also have networking events, professional development workshops. We have a municipal symposium. And here you can see a picture, pre-COVID, of course, from our annual Ontario Public Service Breakfast, which typically starts early in the morning downtown. And as you can see, it is packed normally. But I'm happy to report that this October, we returned to in-person events. So we were able to host the Assistant Deputy Minister from the Anti-Racism Directorate in the Ontario government, gave a talk, and our students were able to meet her in person. In general, these are great opportunities because you not only learn in terms of how public policy and administration is practiced, but also you get exposure to senior leaders and to our alumni. That means you are well accustomed to interacting with professionals in the sector. So when you have a job interview, for example, it's not so scary and not so intimidating. You can, of course, view the whole event gallery on our website. I would like to invite you to have a look through it. Our Public Policy and Administration Student Association is an integral part of our school and of our students' lives. You will make great friendships. And in fact, you can connect with our student association. Even now, you don't have to wait to be a student with us. If you have any questions, our friendly students will be happy to answer them. So these are some of the ways to connect with them on social media and also through email and on their website. I hope we will be able to welcome you to our Bachelor of Public Administration program soon. Our program code on the Ontario University's Application Center website is YPG. You can look us up there. We are in the Law and Politics section of the York University programs. And if you have any questions, please feel free to browse our website. We have a great deal of information there. You can also follow us on Twitter at YorkUSPPA. You can contact the school, but you can also contact me personally. I'm happy to answer any questions. Once again, my name is Alna Kimakova. I'm the director of the School of Public Policy and Administration, and my email address is akimakov@yorku.ca. Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoyed the program chat, everyone.
If you have any questions about our LA&PS programs, be sure to visit our website to learn more.
And make sure to stay in touch with us for a chance to win a $100 gift card to the York Bookstore. The link to our website is in the description box below.
You can also send your questions to us, the LA&PS student recruitment team.
We'd love to hear from you, so send us an email at goyork@yorku.ca.
And we look forward to seeing you all on campus next year.
Bye.
Bye.